talked about being angry when I came and read poetry, and if possible, I'm more angry this year. Nobody's mentioned the name. I guess that's the other thing I should say. I should probably have a shirt that says trigger warning, but like Tanya Tagak, I don't think all art should be beautiful. I am here to make you uncomfortable. I'm just gonna say it. So if possible, I'm more angry than I was last year. There's files that are making me angry. There's so many things that are making me angry. I think I'll talk about this. I'll read this poem first because this is the thing that I'm most angry about right now. So this is called Paria, and hopefully if it's not clear by the end of it what it's about, I'll get into that more. Paria. It's a very confusing thing to watch children dying daily on Instagram. This is social media. It's supposed to be entertainment, but this is not entertaining. Sure, it was kind of cute and inspiring when Yakin Hamad made videos about how to survive in a war zone, but children shouldn't have to make videos about how to survive in a war zone. I also doubt the kids watching her were very inspired when she was killed in a bomb strike. And yet, the Western world turns. Even I have a thriving business teaching children how to read and write, and as I write this, I can't help but wonder if I have a right to thrive while so many children are dying. I want to grieve their deaths even though I don't know all of their names, because I can't help but see them in the faces of the happy children I work with, and I can't help but wonder how God chooses and why. I also wonder if I have a right to grieve when I live in a land that has contributed so greatly to their demise. A land where the 1% spend billions on lavish foreign weddings with all of their friends, while the general population is in the streets and struggling, fighting each other for a piece of the proverbial pie. In the show Crisis on Earth X, the character Nash referred to himself as Paria because he was forced to stand on the edge and bear witness as his comrades faced challenges, and some fell. He was powerless and unable to help, but forced to watch. Well, there must be a witness to tell the tale of these atrocities and remember all of the beautiful souls who were taken too soon. I want to do so much more than just watch. And as my tears fall onto this page, I cannot help but wonder, do I have the right to grieve? And I'm glad other people have cried, and yeah, I think, if you had cried, that would have been totally fine, and I probably will. That poem brings up so much for me, and including, I think, us being here is such a privilege, and if you want to talk about resilience, you should look at some of the women in Palestine right now. One of the women that I'm talking to is a 22-year-old woman whose husband is gone. She doesn't know where he is, and she just had a baby. And she's fighting for her baby's life constantly because they don't have proper infrastructure at all. And this is 380,000 children under 5 were killed as of October 7th of 2025. And that's just Palestine. That's not even mentioning Congo or Tigray or Sudan. And so I really liked your land acknowledgement as well, because even though things are hard, and I really know a lot about that right now, we still have so much privilege, and we really have to start looking at how our privileges are tied to oppression of others, and how we can divorce from that. And I'm not being critical of anyone here, but for myself this year, I decided that my books needed to come off of Amazon. So you cannot buy my books on Amazon anymore. Like I said, it's very complicated, because I'd love to get off of Meta as well, but then I wouldn't be able to talk to the people in Palestine. So it's a complicated situation, and I'm not saying that if you have a book on Amazon that you have to take it off, but like you talked about with the land acknowledgement, we have to go beyond thinking and into action. So, I challenge everybody to think about how our privilege is tied in to oppression and how we can divorce from that.